If you, like me, experienced abuse when you were a child, you must be familiar with some of these things I will share with you now. If you are not, if you're lucky enough not to experience abuse when you're a child, maybe you won't understand why certain things happen with people you know, because today they consider abuse as PTSD. I will just make a quick comparison just to make you understand what happens once you had this experience when you're a child. And I heard many times people say, but you have to go over. Oh my God, it happened when you were a child. You were already over 40 or 50 or 60, and you're still struggling with that. Oh my God, you've been doing therapy for so long. Didn't you resolve that? So it's not that simple. And with the little metaphor I will use right now, it will be much easier for you to understand. So we know our brave veterans, when they come back from the war, some of them have even a gun under their pillow. They come with all sorts of trauma because of the experience they had. It's far from comparing because we can't compare these situations. I just want to use this as a metaphor for you to understand what happens in a mind of a little kid that go through sorts of abuse. So we know that our veterans can come home and if they listen, for example, they heard like fireworks, they just transport themselves so quickly to wherever their mind take them, and they get the gun, and sometimes they are so out of the present moment they can even put the gun in the head of his or spouse. So because they are not even seeing, it's blind, and it's not, it's kind of a laser transportation to a moment where that sound triggered. So with a kid that went through abuse, verbal, physical, sexual, these things are stored in their memory. It's there in their subconscious mind. I am pretty sure the veterans don't want to remember that. And I am absolutely sure that I and you that went through abuse don't want to remember that. And we don't like the triggers as well, but they happen. Could be a voice, could be a tone of voice, could be some kind of a expression or attitude that has no business with what I went through, with me and all these people went through, but it triggers. And the same as happens with the veterans, we had a laser transportation to whatever moment that trigger takes us, and then happens a huge volcano. I like to call the way I felt, it was an emotional volcano that erupt, and it's just absolutely out of control. How to heal that? We have lots of tools, lots of new tools that the person never used that can be offered. And we have, though, a little bit of bigger repertoire of reactions, options, and little by little, when the conscious mind learn ways to go over that, the laser transportation start getting smaller, less intense, and less devastating. And then the person like me can be dealing with life in a way that is bringing happiness, joy, fun, and calmness. So if you went through any kind of abuse and you feel like nobody understands you, uh, just drop a comment. Or if you feel embarrassed or you don't feel comfortable, just go drop me a DM and let's share. We have groups that we talk about this and make at least you don't feel you are alone. You have other people that went through things similar to you because experiences are different, and we can hold hands and help each other.